Hi. Just waiting for this to finish loading on my end. There we go. Hi. Hello, everyone. Um, it's been a couple of weeks since I've done a live, and there we go. There we go. Okay. I guess while I was gone, everything started taking a lot longer to load. Hi, everyone. It's Alyssa from the Township of Washington Library, and we are here for Latte with the Librarian. We have started our fall programming. It's one of my big pet peeves. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's fall now. Summer is over." False. I'm gonna give you my best Dwight and say false. It is still summer, the season. I know that summer, the feeling, is now whoosh going away, but it is not fall yet. But we're getting into the fall spirit. Although I guess you can see behind me we're in the spooky spirit already. We're in the spooky. We're spooky. We are, yes. In this house anyway. We have lots of fun stuff coming up for the fall. Our website has been updated. We're posting lots of updates on our social media here on Facebook and on Instagram. If you're not following us on Instagram, we're doing things on there as well. Pretty much everything that you see in one place or another will be in both places. Um, yeah. Okay, so someone has missed our videos. If you didn't just hear her little chirp, you want to say hi? She's here because she's starving. She thinks she's gonna die of starvation. She just ate her food really fast today, so you want to say hi? Yes? Oh, of course she is. Licorice says hello. I know, now you're grumpy. Now you're grumpy. You didn't want this kind of attention. She didn't want that kind of attention. She wanted food. Um, so we have lots coming up. More licorice, always. Today's drink is almost actually a latte. I just have some non-dairy milk. I'm trying hemp milk from Trader Joe's for the first time. It's pretty good. With some matcha powder. So it's actually really good. I love the taste of matcha. I love green tea. I don't know why I'm drinking it so late at night. I don't need the caffeine, but here we go. So when I can't sleep later, this is why. It's actually delicious. So okay, so before we get to tonight's books, we have, like I said, lots of things going on, coming up. So this is our completed, this is our first craft. Ooh, look at the reflection. Hello. It's so weird. This is our first craft that is coming up for teens and adults this fall. It's going to take place on September 17th. Registration is open right now for kids. We do still have some kits left, and so you will receive in the kit this really nice wooden pedestal. It comes, this, mine is already completed, so it's not going to be purple. Mine is purple. And this frame, which is when you get it in your kit, it is a glorious, like, aqua and gold. But see what you can turn these sorts of things into. And of course I put a picture of my kitty Pete. Look at those little kitty cat Pete in there. One of my favorite pictures of my two girls uh, when they used to get along, when Jasmine was still here. That's me, Jasmine. And they used to touch feet. It was very cute. So you can decorate it to match your bedroom, your dorm room, your living room, your kitchen, whatever. Still a couple of kits left. Our first book cooks of fall is tomorrow, and we are now doing it kind of like a club, like a cook-along club. And I'm sorry if you can hear her in the background. She's playing with the seashell wreath that I made for our craft. It's in our videos link, which should be to the side where you see videos. It's there. It's also on our YouTube. And she's playing with the seashells because she is pulling them off the wreath and scooting them across the floor. So this is what happens in my house when I'm trying to work. But yes, our first book cooks is tomorrow. We are now putting the recipes on our website ahead of time. So the recipes, we have 2 recipes that we're going to cook tomorrow. So if you want to go run to the grocery store tonight, or tonight, always good. Grocery stores are pretty empty at night. It's my favorite time to go to the grocery store when nobody else is there, right before closing, when I know exactly what I need to get. Or tomorrow morning you can cook along, or you can cook along later. You don't need to cook along live. The video will be available on all of our socials. Once it is saved to Facebook Live, I will be able to put it onto Instagram and YouTube, so you can watch it there and follow along at a later date. But the recipe's on there now. The first cookbook that we are using is Smitten Kitchen Every Day by Deb Perlman. Triumphant and unfussy new favorites. As you can see, I bookmarked quite a few things, but we'll share that tomorrow. I don't want to spoil what's in here. She's so distracting. I'm sorry. I don't think that you can hear it, but I can hear it. And we'll go over the cookbook, and this is something that you can check out. You can order it from bcclsbuckles.org and get it delivered to the library. It's a really delicious looking cookbook, so we'll do that tomorrow. So, and of course, Miss Marie has all sorts of things, different craft kits and STEM kits, all sorts of stuff coming up. So make sure that you check our website, and our newsletter will be mailed to all of your houses pretty soon. So let's get into our Latte with a Librarian. I was going to say book hooks because now I'm thinking about food, but we're not doing book hooks tonight. We're doing Latte with a Librarian. So we are going to get into it. So let me know if you are watching what you have been reading. If there's anything that you're waiting for, anything that you're excited about, whatever it is, let me know. I would love to know what you've been reading over the past couple of weeks, because I know we haven't been here together. So I actually have not been doing that much reading. I've been taking the past couple of weeks to really get our fall programming in gear, doing a lot of prep, doing a lot of pre-filming of videos, making a lot of book lists, and so yeah. Yeah. But we are still getting in tons of books every week, and I'm enjoying looking at everything that is coming in and growing and growing and growing my to-be-read list like you wouldn't believe, although I'm sure I know many of you also have very long to-be-read piles and and lists as well. My pile grows ever bigger every time I finish processing a book, especially the teen books. I'm like, okay, well, I'll bring home 1 or 2 from this pile, and I swear I'm going to get to it. But one of the ones that I did get to was a teen book. I think I talked about this maybe a couple weeks ago, that I was going to read this. Did I? I don't know. It's Faith Taking Flight by Julie Murphy. No, I think it was this. I still have a couple ones that I did talk about in my last video on the shelf, and I went for this one first. I know a lot of people have watched the Dumplin' show on Netflix, or you've read Dumplin' and its sequel by Julie Murphy. I picked this one up because I heard really good things about it. I read really good reviews. I know that Julie Murphy's books are popular in the teen room, and I'm so glad that I picked it up. I know I talk about it all the time, especially when it comes to teen books, about representation and, you know, the characters just not being typical, and there's one review site where I read our trade reviews that help me decide which purchases to make for the library, that will say things like characters assumed white or characters very diverse. And I do look for those kinds of things. I totally do. This book, Julie Murphy does an excellent, amazing job at putting in so many different types of characters from so many different walks of life, and different body types, different races, different orientations, and I love it. and they're not just in there just to be in there and like make a quota. You know, they'll talk about their heritage, they'll talk about who they are as a person, especially the teenagers, which is super important. And I really like this. This is billed as the Faith Herbert origin story #1. So I believe that means that we're going to get more of these. And so the prologue of this book starts with Faith finding out that she can fly, and you kind of find out how she finds out and the situation. I give a little preview of this. I'm doing a teen reads video on Thursday at 4:30. It'll be here on YouTube and on Instagram TV. But you find out, do a little preview of the prologue. So you find out what happens to her that she finds out, but you don't find out the full story. And then you jump right from summer into the school year, where all sorts of things are happening, and you're back. Okay, did you have fun with the seashell? Um, and Faith is awesome. She works at an animal shelter, and they start finding dogs who are in really bad condition. There are a lot of missing dogs. There are missing people in the community, students, homeless people. She's watching after her grandmother, who's supposed to be watching after her, and all of these things happen while Faith's favorite TV show starts filming in her town. And all of these things sort of collide together in a neat way. I guess as an adult and an avid reader, I was like, I kind of have a feeling how this is all going to go together, but spoiler, I don't know. Would you like to come up? But it is a really interesting read, and like I said, I love the characterizations. I love the depictions of friendship, which are really realistic, and I love the different voices. The teen voices I find to be really well written, and it was a pretty quick read, but it was very enjoyable, and I highly recommend it. So I am excited to put this one back on the shelf tomorrow, and I hope more people enjoy it. And I can't wait to find out more about the rest of the series as it comes. Hopefully Julie Murphy does definitely write more, because right now, like I said, it is listed as #1, so we'll see. How can I help you? This is my life. So we have some new releases that are available on Libby right now. There were actually quite a few new releases, so I can't go through all of them. But you will be able to place holds on these on buckles.org or on Libby. I don't even check Hoopla today, actually, to see what new stuff is on Hoopla. Let's do that together. I love Hoopla. I know so many of us do. Okay, let's see. What's new on Hoopla? Hey. Oh, I know a lot of people are looking for The Last Story of Minna Lee, because that is another Reese Witherspoon book club pick, and that audiobook is available on Hoopla right now. So you can go ahead and listen to it. That's by Nancy Ju Young Kim. And yeah, okay. So that is available on Hoopla right now. No waits at all. Let's see if there's anything else that was like super new and buzzy on here. I mean, all the things that we've gone over and over and over again. Stamped from the Beginning is here as an audiobook. The Tattooist of Auschwitz is on here as an audiobook. I'm on the audiobook. I'm under audiobook. That's why all of these are audiobooks. Go figure. This one is going to please so many of you. I know a lot of people are looking for this one. Available as an ebook right now with no holds is The Lying Life of Adults. I know we have a lot of folks who are interested in this one. This is available right now. That one came out a week or two ago. Soon to be a Netflix original series. Wow. Same author as my brilliant friend Elena Ferrante. And super popular. A lot of people are waiting for that one. Let's see, what else? The Alice Network is still kind of popular. The Hate You Give is still on here as an ebook available. Everyone should read it. Oh, please don't knock this over. The new Jim Crow is on here. The Book Woman of Troublesome Creek is really, really popular, and that's on here. Oh, please don't do that. We're knocking over pumpkins. I have a table right behind this, and we're knocking over skulls and pumpkins right now. We're knocking over skulls and pumpkins. Can you not do that? So this is what happens when she's hangry, is that she'll start destroying things to get my attention. But dinner time isn't until 9:30 or 10. What can I do for you? Come down here so I can show everybody what's on Libby today. We're going to move from Hoopla to Libby. Are you ready? That's where I'm moving the computer. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're just going to move this over a little so you don't step on the buttons. So don't forget, when you log right into Libby, they take you to this front page where we have some curated collections. Right now, the very top is Celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. Yes? Yes. Dreamers is a beautiful picture. Yes? Okay. Our 400th anniversary, there's a collection for that. Go all the way down, you can see what has just been added. You'll see there are some things. Please don't do that. Just trying. Everything is moving. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm here again. Hi. Okay. You can see already on there are some things you may be looking forward to. Scroll down some more. Social justice and activism. Listen Up, great narrators. Kids and teens, always available, no holds. Books about health, super important right now, right? Especially for kids. Always available graphic novels. Like, there are so many different collections on here. And, you know, like I said, it's just been the first time we've done Latte with a Librarian in a while, so I want to remind everybody, meal prep, keep scrolling down. So many different collections. New YA books. Page to screen. Oh, I reached the bottom. I finally reached the bottom. Okay, so if I go to my shelf, I can go to my tags where I have some new releases. Yes, good, yeah. Okay, so I know a lot of people are also looking for this one. It is called Anxious People by Frederick Backman, who wrote A Man Called Ove, and I know a lot of people love all of the books by this author. Also available as an audiobook right now. And then you can see fiction, literature, humor. Okay, let's see the description. Looking at real estate isn't usually a life or death situation, but an apartment open house becomes just that when a failed bank robber bursts in and takes a group of strangers hostage. The captives include a recently retired couple who relentlessly hunt down fixer-uppers to avoid the painful truth that they can't fix their own marriage. There's a wealthy bank director who has been too busy to care about anyone else, and a young couple who are about to have their first child but can't seem to agree on anything, from where they want to live to how they met in the first place. Add to the mix an 87-year-old woman who has lived long enough not to be afraid of someone waving a gun in her face, a flustered but still ready to make a deal real estate agent, and a mystery man who has locked himself in the apartment's only bathroom. And you've got the worst group of hostages in the world. Each of them carries a lifetime of grievances, hurts, secrets, and passions that are ready to boil over. None of them is entirely who they appear to be, and all of them, the bank robber included, desperately crave some sort of rescue. As the authorities and the media surround the premises, these reluctant allies will reveal surprising truths about themselves and set in motion a chain of events so unexpected that even they can hardly explain what happens next. Pitch perfect dialogue, unparalleled understanding of human nature. Yeah, yes. Please don't lay on the buttons again. Okay. So that's Anxious People. Again, that's another one that I know a lot of people are looking forward to reading. Let's go back. There's a new one by Ruth Ware that's available both as an ebook and an audiobook. This is called One by One. Thank you. Yes, hello. Let's see. Getting snowed in at a luxurious rustic ski chalet high in the French Alps doesn't sound like the worst problem in the world, especially when there's a breathtaking vista, a full-service chef and housekeeper, a cozy fire to keep you warm, and others to keep you company. Unless that company happens to be 8 coworkers, each with something to gain, something to lose, and, of course, something to hide. When the co-founder of Snoop, a trendy London-based tech startup, organizes a week-long trip for the team in the French Alps, it starts out as a corporate retreat like any other. PowerPoint presentations, strategy sessions broken up by mandatory bonding on the slopes. But as soon as one shareholder upends the agenda by pushing a lucrative but contentious buyout offer, tensions simmer and loyalties are tested. The storm brewing inside the chalet is no match for the one outside, however, and a devastating avalanche leaves the group cut off from all access to the outside world. Even worse, one snooper hadn't made it back from the slopes when the avalanche hit. As each hour passes without any sign of rescue, panic mounts and the chalet grows colder, and the group dwindles further, one by one. Fiction, literature, suspense, and thriller. This audiobook is approximately 13 hours. Yes. Which, of course, you can cut down. I don't know if you know. Those of you who are big audiobook listeners, you can change the speed. I always listen to it a little bit faster. And I know it changes the way the narrator does their art, but I'm like, you are talking very slow, and as you all know, I talk very fast. So I'm like, I love your narration style. You're a wonderful artist. You gotta hurry this up. Yes, yes. She keeps trying to hold my hand. That's what's happening right now. So this one's got a lot of holds, and it's definitely going to have a lot of holds for the in-person book. This is one of those, big buzz political books. This is Disloyal, a memoir by Michael Cohen. Those explosive, like tell-all kind of things. This book almost didn't see the light of day as government officials tried to bar its publication. The inside story of real President Trump, his former attorney and personal advisor, the man who helped get him into the Oval Office. Once Donald Trump's fiercest surrogate, closest confidant, and staunchest defender, Michael Cohen knows where the skeletons are. At the heart of Disloyal, we see how Cohen came under the spell of his charismatic boss and as a result lost all sense of his moral compass. So, another one of these political books which are so hot. I mean, the political book spectrum ranging from all sides, they're all so hot. And how could they not be? We definitely live in a time where it's a big deal. It's a really big deal. And, no matter how you feel and what side of the spectrum you're on, it's, good to inform yourself or at least know what's out there. So, I mean, when it's a memoir, who's to say what's really in it, but I need to sit on the, she keeps unplugging it now. But it's out there, and I know a lot of people are looking for this one. So, let's see what else. I think those are all the ones that I saw. Oh, there's one more. This is called What Are You Going Through by Sigrid Nunez, who is a National Book Award winner. Yeah, there were quite a few things, but, Not everything is on Libby yet, not everything is in the library yet, so kind of picking and choosing here. Let's see. This is not available as an audiobook right now. Fiction, literature. Yeah, okay. Let's see. A woman describes a series of encounters she has with various people in the ordinary course. Did I show the cover? Sorry. What are you going through? There it is. A woman describes a series of encounters she has with various people in the ordinary course of her life. Come down this way. An ex she runs into by chance at a public forum, an Airbnb owner unsure how to interact with her guests, a stranger who seeks help comforting his elderly mother, a friend of her youth now hospitalized with terminal cancer. In each of these people, the woman finds a common need, the urge to talk about themselves and to have an audience to their experiences. The narrator orchestrates this chorus of voices for the most part as a passive listener, until one of them makes an extraordinary request, drawing her into an intense and transformative experience of her own. In What Are You Going Through?, Nunez brings wisdom, humor, and insight to a novel about human connection and the changing nature of relationships in our times. A surprising story about empathy and the unusual ways one person can help another through hardship. Her book offers a moving and provocative portrait of the way we live now. I thought the blurb on that one sounded really interesting. I don't remember the reviews for this one, but I did think that sounded really interesting. Yeah, thank you. Oh, okay, now the keyboard again. I'm sorry, everyone. This is what working from home looks like. For some of you, it's kids. For some of you, it's dogs. This she's almost halfway across my but she keeps it interesting. So those are all available on Libby. They do have holds. Remember what I said, that you can go onto Hoopla and look for things. Hoopla is wonderful because there are never any holds with Hoopla. So you can find so many wonderful things available right now. Audiobooks, ebooks, comics, movies, TV, so much. Especially, like in one of our last movie chat, their videos, I mentioned a lot of scary movies, things I probably won't watch, but they're there, they're out there. Alright, so we're going to have a snack. I'm gonna have dinner. And she's gonna have a snack. And that is all for today. We'll be on the lookout for some more new books for next week. Remember to give us a call at the library for curbside pickup. If you're looking for a book, if you're not sure what to read, remember we have our book match form on the top of our website, no matter which page you're on, it's right at the top. So if you're not sure what you want to read, fill out our book match form. It's available for kids, teens, adults, for everybody. And some of you may have noticed that we have some these really awesome little lockers now outside. So we are working on that. Those will be available this week. So if you can't make curbside pickup hours, we'll be there for you in the locker. We'll help you get through that as well. Yes. So I know there's so much that's going on. But there are lots of wonderful things that are happening. So here we go, another season of wonderful programming. I'm reaching out and connecting with all of you. Thank you for watching tonight. I hope that you all have a great evening, a great rest of the week if I don't see you. But let me know what you're reading. I hope you all have a reading of your own. See you soon, everyone. Bye. In this video, if I could see the button because she's laying like right across the screen. There it is. All right, bye everyone.